Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Never mind the furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's ndcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. And of course, I didn't want to get put away, right? Hates in Hellfire, a dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Now, you may notice I came in a little quiet today. That is because, in part of my accountability. And part of my accountability this weekend was there was a scheduled practice. I was delighted. People were coming over. And about an hour, about an hour and a half beforehand, Xander came in, and that's my son, and informed me, I don't feel good, Dad. And he doesn't feign that. And he has the remains of a fever. At the time he had a fever, he started coughing badly and a very sore throat. So I had to cancel because some of my guests have children of their own. I don't want to spread anything. It seems to be isolated mostly to Xander, probably something he picked up that hit me and Mom, a little earlier, and it just didn't quite, with us, it didn't hit like it hit him. But he is still tucked nicely in bed and will probably be so for the rest of the stream. That means we will be a little gentler on everyone's ears this Monday morning. Beyond that, I actually have been getting quite a lot done in the background. I mean, my background's a disaster, but that's coming and going as it needs to. The practice prep was a whole lot of housework, a whole lot of cleaning, a whole lot of stuff. it got zapped that I spent uh, most of Saturday taking care of my son, uh, in part because Mandy had to work. So that happens. She works the occasional Saturday about once a month to just help out and keep connected with the community because she's cool like that. Uh, Yesterday was an educational event for me in that I took my brother around to show him the three Goodwills of the greater Lafayette area, and that meant the acquisition of assorted goods I probably don't need. Well, actually, wow, yeah, everything was pretty much on par. It was either program based or a monstrously good deal, like a whole box of the foam floor tiles and things like that. But had a great time with my brother. Needed to. Mandy hung out with Sandra because we had that on the book, and Ricky'd already been by, so he'd been exposed. And Mandy doesn't get a lot of time to just be there and take care of Sandra, and that's what they did. I did get some writing done. I want to remind everyone who's on Amazon, check your book prices. You may have to raise them, or you could be giving books away for free because June 10th, the price adjustment, I assume for tariffs, whether they actually happen or not, will be coming through, and that's interesting because that's also the day that I do my big art program at the library, which means I have a little over a week to make sure my hands are in order. And I set up that video, and I'm going to have to take it down. Oh, no, I haven't set that one up yet. So June 10th, because I am working that, there will not be a Nevermind the Furthermore. I will be doing live art for pay. I don't get to do that often. I hope you will forgive this great sin, this mea culpa I must give you. But this is not without a bonus to you, dear viewers and listeners, because June 14th, which is a Saturday, so I need to get this written and put up where I see it so I can remind people. I will be doing a very special art stream, and I'll be making a sign for it to advertise it a bit, but it will be a fun drawing time art stream, and I will be taking commissions live. I will do requests, of course, but I will also be taking paid commissions live for the interest of saving up money and earning money to be able to afford a cover, well, basically a carport to put in the backyard to fight under so that we can fight in inclement weather, which includes the blaring sun out here as part of the upgrades to my facilities. So that could be a good time. I know there's some other things going on at that time, but I don't know, I don't really care for whatever may be going on that time. I think it's important that we have a nice, uplifting, goofy time away from the insanity that might be rattling the walls. So, I am delighted. My calendar is set up. I have an idea of what's going on. I was able to actually go, hey, so I'll make sure I have a post-it note. Thank you again to the lovely Robin Yoda for the influx of post-it notes, and things are getting interesting. I wanted to talk today because I had another bit of a revelation, and it was part of Sunday morning. Sunday morning, I woke up remarkably early for me. Uh, I I just sat up in bed after a bizarre series of dreams and randomness, which is nothing new. I mean, this should not surprise anyone. Uh, but I realized when you are helping people and you're being of service, one of the hardest things to learn and to remember is to set down the job. I tend to take care of people and then keep an eye on them extensively. And it's only natural. I've had people I wasn't able to help, but I realized, why am I why am I following this? It's like I was looking through Facebook and I had followed some things and joined some groups to get, well, I want to share this picture or whatever. And I realized I am bombarded by things that don't apply to me. And keeping track of these and keeping track of other tasks that are no longer relevant, well, that's not going to help my situations at all. So why not instead allow myself to set some things down? So I took a period and I worked on kind of culling through my Facebook because I found Facebook has this habit of adding having me follow people that I never clicked to follow. And a great many of them have sold their accounts to, other folks, and I never bothered to unfollow it. I'm like, I don't need that garbage in my feed. And right now, that level of discernment, that taking the time to go, I need to put this down, is incredibly important. Um, so that's kind of what I did. I took a chunk out for that. Um, I also rescheduled because as the weather shifts, so too do I. And what will happen is I will be switching over to summer mode very soon, which means I get up actually quite a bit earlier, and I do my outdoor activities before it gets too hot or the sun gets too high overhead. Uh, my front yard lawn work happens before the shadow of the house moves up, so I don't have to get hit by the light because I naturally have proclivities where of extreme heat and light sensitivity, and that has been compounded by several of the medications I'm forced to be on. So uh, I have to be careful, and that's okay. Looking at that and taking time to seasonally reassess what you're doing, what you need to do, what you want to do, kind of look at the merry-go-round you're on, and do you want to be here? It's all about discernment. And that's kind of what I was thinking about today. I was thinking about the slowing down, the the gaining of peace, because there's a lot going on. Happy Pride to anyone who's celebrating, by the way. Um, I have this crazy idea that regardless of what gender you may identify with, or what gender or genders or lack thereof you may find attractive, that's certainly no cause for you to suffer. And I am the keeper of many secrets. I am the holder of a lot of keys. And several of them are all basically the same thing. Nick, if someone were to find out, if word were to get out that I am, and you can insert a sexual orientation here, I, I my family would kill me. And I don't, and in some cases it's hyperbole, it would, in some cases it is literally life threatening for their situations. And I don't believe anyone should have to live like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with not being uh, anywhere on the assorted alphabet gang. And this is not me being disrespectful. This is me realizing I have trouble keeping track with shifting terminology sometimes. I'm an old guy, and I was out of the loop when I was young. Now I'm really out of the loop. But it's important to support people who are hurting, even if you don't go through it. And if you are going through something like that, or you are in a place where you can't be yourself, especially with current events being as they are, um, I hope you can find some piece of community, some group out here that uh, can help. I know it's very hard. I also have to put out, because of who I am, the if someone is, as they say, closeted about their orientation or their identity, we'll put it that way, because that kind of sums up a lot of terms very quickly. Just as it is wrong to to force them and threaten them for being out, so to speak, it is wrong to try to leverage them out. And it is also a time of year where please be wary of corporate rainbow flag profiteering. Right now, a lot of very, very unsupportive organizations uh, are going to try to get people's money by waving flags that they don't believe in to try to get you to buy them. If you are aware of hypocrisy, don't do it. Now, this is not the same as a boycott per se, because some of us can only shop at stores where we can afford to shop. But uh, if you have people in the community, support them. And above all else, please be careful. While I admire the courage it takes for someone to put um, a major vulnerability that they have out and reflects it, we are in turbulent times. And unfortunately, there has been an encouragement of certain types of cruelty. And I don't ever want to see anyone hurt. As I find myself so often thinking and realizing, I do not condone violence, but I often expect it. So please be careful, be aware of your surroundings. Um, if you are going to places, uh, consider if you want to take your cell phone with you or not. Just be safe. And that's going to be a lot going on this month. I just want everybody safe. Okay. Uh, we all do what we can. Okay. And what we can. What's most important, I think, is that we all try to exist with kindness and respect. And if we can, then the world will be a better place. And that's what I'm building for. And that's what you should be building for. I want your world to be a better place. I want you to get your creations out, and we're going to talk a lot about that. I want you to write and create and publish and make things that matter, especially to my younger viewers, because I know I have younger viewers. Right now, being an adult is quite a ways off for many of you. And because of that, I can't give you full on the advice I would give emancipated adults to take your story and publish it through Amazon or Lulu, or do what I did for years and just print it off, comb bind it, and sell it off of a booth. But that doesn't mean you can't work toward it. It's very important that you write and keep your stories. It's very important, even the cringy things you write now, to keep as much of your art as possible. The silly stuff, the great stuff, the stuff that you don't know what to do with, and just save that and back it up wherever possible. I have, through the wonders of the Nick Field and the occasionally bizarre luck that I hold, endured quite a few disasters, and they have come at the price of many things, including many of my old stories and my old stories and my old projects, to the point of, at one point, I had to gain entry to a home that held my property to get it ahead of calamity. And I lost a lot in all those transfers. Be careful with yours, because as you write, you will improve through writing. And you may look at your stories way back and go, ugh. But as you age, your eye for discernment comes in. You might go, there's goodness in here. I have to rewrite. I have to revamp it, but there is goodness. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay? So save everything, keep writing, because as soon as you hit a point where you can legally start earning income, no matter what job you're working, and I've worked just about all of them, it seems like, leave yourself time to create. If you can't leave yourself time, steal yourself time. Whatever you have to do to keep creating, just never use company computers when you do it. Okay? I know that's odd, but it's valuable advice. And believe it or not, it seems disjointed. It seems like I'm hopping topics. The trick about it all is I'm not. So, with that, I think we need to run the NDCD ad, and then we need to come back here and get into your comments, because we're about half hour behind. And from there, we'll see what's on your mind, what I could do to make your day just a little brighter so we can get this week off right. You did totally catch me working on a project during the commercials because I never do that. Nah. Now, let's hit your comments and we'll see what you guys have been up to. I tried to read them blind. And we will. Oh, sorry. We will get. Holla, says Max. And good morning, says Dan. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Max. And good morning, Carl. We've got lots of greetings there. And wait, I have a new function. So, yes, I want to do this. Bam. Because then, there we go. Accountability. Made some notes about writing. Might follow up later. That's all I can hope for now with the things I have to do around the house. Some of the best things come from scribbled post-it notes. So that's work. Foxy slides in carefully. Computer decided to freeze this morning, but after a restart, it seems to be working so far. Well, be careful with it. I hope it works well. Grant's greeting Grant, and it has been a while. You've been very busy, sir. You are always missed when you're not here. I love my people in my chat. And I know if you are in the chat, you're going to hit the like button and subscribe so that we can get the stuff and maybe even share it so others can be of use. So others can be of use. So I can be of use to others. I'm all over the place. One moment, please. Beverage break. Nick, why didn't you do that during the commercial? Because I wasn't thirsty during the commercial. That and I had Altoid in my mouth, and I was not going to take a drink of orange pop with an Altoid in my mouth. Okay, now. And I'm incredibly behind. Hi, Donna. And it's been a really busy week. I imagine so. And hello, Donna. I'm glad we have greetings. I'm sorry I saw that and my I skipped right past it. And Grant draws tonight, and there's the link. If you aren't doing anything, go over there and watch Grant get into art and shenanigans. And I'm going to chill tonight. Good. Thanks, Dan. Accountability. I tripped in the bathroom. Luckily, it's small, and I hit the wall. Hurt both wrists and the right shoulder. Wrists are fine, but shoulder. Donna. If you need to go to the doctor, please don't hesitate to. And hello, Foxy. And we got greetings. And for those of you who don't know, I'm launching League of Cryptids number 3 on Grant Draws tonight. Well, you know the deal. Throw the ad in and let me know, and I'll swap the old one out for the new one. Okay? Ouchie. Yeah, we guys, Donna, your thought in our thoughts and prayers. Please consider seeing a doctor if it hurts, longer than it should. And frogs go to Loveland. And thanks for the coffee. Okay. So let's see. Not sure if we will have a Muncie show before Grant Draws. Waiting to hear from from the host, or about time to conjure up. Oh, Dawn. Delta Dawn, Delta Dawn. What's that flower you have on? Anyway, wow. Wow, you guys got me to invoke Delta Dawn. We're going old school. And we've got greetings from Thesis and hello, Churro. I hope you're having a lovely day, week, month, year. I hope you're doing well, kiddo. And it feels like such a long time since I watched NTF, even though it's only been a week. Well, things happen fast and furious around here. You never know. And greetings for Churro. And yep. And I'm going to skip the greetings to each other because you can see Well, no, you can't because I'm so far behind. Churro. Sorry, if I did hypothetically have churros, I would have eaten them all. Cannibalism! And we got a bunch of greetings. Boom, boom. Hypothetical churros don't have as many calories as regular churros. Uh, that's another really great name. Oops. Hypothetical churro. That's better than like the random names generated by the bots. It sounds so good now, and lots of greets. You guys are confusing me with all this talk of churros. It happens. And hello, Max. And everything is well. I need to learn the art of frying so I can make churros and donuts. I think the library has some books, and you can always ask Amanda. Ask Amanda. Ask Amanda at the library. I actually need to go down there and drop something off. Good morning, Dawn. I hope you're feeling well. I have a couple clips and videos to send you because Snicky was being talkative and he was in a mood, so I tried to catch it. Need the art of getting creative flows before 12 a.m. so I can get to bed at a decent time. Okay, here's the thing. On that one, there is a percentage of the population who just are more creative at night. Hi, my name is Nick. It's why my book releases have slowed down, because for health reasons and parental reasons, I can't keep the schedule that is most creative for me. So that leaves me in a quandary. But work best you can as you can, and it will get better. Plus, as you age, it'll shift around too. There she is, Morning Dawn. And so, oh wait, Dawn's here. I'm sorry, I got distracted for a moment. I almost forgot tradition. Dawn is the creator of Buddy and Georgette, her fanciful felines. You can read about them on Facebook. And she loves this picture, so I bring it up just about every stream because it makes her happy. And if I can make one person happy, guaranteed, I'm going to try to do so. And right now, Dawn, it's you. So how do you feel about that? What do you mean? You shouldn't be shocked. You're quite a lovely lady. Anyway, Dawn's over here being shocked. Now, sorry, I lost track of where my comments were. Here we are. Homemade churros for my birthday month would be amazing. I do like some churros. And I'm skipping most of the greetings because I am far enough behind I need to catch up. Don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. Indeed, Donna. And we've got greetings. And hi, Donna. You doing good? I heard you've had a boo-boo. Maybe we need to get Carl to get you a night nurse. Wow. Obscure Benny Hill reference. Girlie, I've never fried anything. Well, it's high time you learn both regular frying and deep frying. They are not healthy, but they are delicious. And we got a bunch of greetings. And, oh, you're like from Laundry Basket. Well, that's okay. And yep, greetings. My birthday is in December, so you have time to learn. Okay, well, see, there we go. Yeah, isn't that just the thing? Your likes are in the laundry basket. Slides in chocolate covered, like, oh, now you're just talking. And true confession time. My breakfast today may have been I have the breakfast bar that I take. It's usually healthy, but I may have accompanied it with a Bavarian cream donut. Oh, because they were marked down when I was out. Oh, thank the heavens he didn't yell. No, I've been taking care of Xander, and whenever Xander's sick or Mandy's sick, I try not to do the big boomers. I think you have scrabbled me if you shouted this morning. Well, I'm glad I didn't. No, he very rarely gets sick. That's why I will pass that on. I'm letting him sleep in. I'm sure he will. He just needs to get some sleep. And I love Goodwills. Yes, whole cup of monster tabs. I adore collecting and finding. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, he's been collecting them for a gentleman named Dead Mike, who we haven't seen in quite a while. But he used to do a lot of conventions with us. Not like with us. He was like a table or two down. But he and the other one of the other kitties I know. Uh, he liked to chat, and Dead Mike makes like top hats and body armor and different things out of the pop tabs, and he uses it kind of like Lorica. It's really cool. Uh, let's see, tariffs are so bad. My dad is even wow, but I'm going to try to minimize the political directly if I can. But yes, editing a video I filmed a couple weeks back. Hopefully, we'll be posting the finished product soon. Awesome, Thesis. Hey, Thesis. It's going to wrap up in my blanket. Dog has stolen it. Curses. Good job for Thesis. And if I need to not have a tea house show that day, so you can have your art stream, just let me know. I don't mind taking a Saturday off once in a while. I don't plan to be on because I'm starting at noon. And I also, there are so many people that we know who stream. There's going to be overlaps, and it happens. But due to my health, wealth, and situation, I can't be as active in community supports as I would be. So I think one of the better ways for me to do so is to do what I can with what I've got. And an art stream might take people's minds off things, and it might be a very good idea. So I do appreciate it greatly, though. Evil dog behaviors. Oh, they're so cute. Yes, they are. Hello, Joe. I hope you're doing well, good sir. Both Joe and Trelena are heavily in their busy time now. So I am thinking fondly of them. And, you all may pray that our our streams keep holding with Joe busily at work. But speaking of streams, time to run an ad. Double click that for some strange reason. Let me get back to where we are. And greetings for Joe, greetings for Joe, greetings for Joe. Joe! New hobby started. Did I need a new one? No. Did I get a new one? Yes. Will I get another one? Yeah. Well, tell me what it is. Is it competitive bottle cap collecting? Finally, I've been waiting for you to realize this for at least some capacity. Realize what? What was I supposed to realize this? Joe, that is so real. And yes, I have many hobbies. But having multiple hobbies is good. I feel like it helps you get rid of disappointment, burnout, because I always have other things. Yeah. And lack of money to do it. That's life. No. No burying people in the backyard. I lack motivation. We all do, but that sometimes it's okay. There's that too, Max. Hobbies that cost are painful. Stares at my many Hatsune Miku. Collecting as a collector is painful, especially when the things you collect, they just stop really putting out anywhere. So you just have to look at your tiny collection and go, if I'd only known that they'd stop making them. Pardon Grant. No behind the code, going to town meeting, trying to figure out new NDCD site, multiple irons in the fire as usual. Well, that's good. I still want to know what the new hobby is. What? No, he's just joking. Normal Tuesday evening for me. Yeah, see. Guess there's a difference between a hobby and a passion. If you ever see something that's totally absurd, there's probably a reason for it. Foxy's laughing. For me, I feel like nowadays I have to be doing something because I'm so worried. No. Okay. Sometimes you have to keep yourself moving. I know what it's like to fall back into that place. Oh, okay. But you can. You have a lot more support than you used to. And, if you need stuff, you want to reach out. It's not a fun place to be. Not at all. Never want to go back. Well, then we'll do what we can. And yes, sometimes it's putting one foot in front of the other. Sometimes you're crawling exactly up. Nick, you ain't old yet. Oh, I appreciate that. Old is like 65. My problem was I was born an old man. Not quite, but only compared to you guys. Like, what, Max? He's older relatively to the new tech terminology that people use. Just not old. Ah, Lamau. All ages here. I despise queer capitalism. It's okay. But you're a fun old fart, Carl. You baking cookies now? Are we adults? Are we adults? Are we adults? Yeah. Time to run an ad.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
No, Dan, thank you for everything you do. You are an amazing individual now. Like chocolate, I say. Doing some voice tests tonight. Should and want are currently arguing. Rest your voice. A straight man speaking for me during Pride Month. Homophobia. No. I'm not speaking for anyone other than I don't want people to suffer. And apparently, I am a middle-aged white man. And by the authority granted to me by a lot of pompous twits, I'm going to use that to say, hey, let's be nice to each other. Not feeling like a showdown? Goodness, they're unloading loud over at Walmart. Wow. I wonder what they unload. Well, then rest. Take it easy. There's another apartment. Wow. Okay, Dawn, don't cry. Yep. More important, you take care of yourself. My voice is still toast. I have an appointment this afternoon. Still talking. I maybe screwed up my knee and arm, possibly going to head to prompt care. Dawn, maybe if you are thinking of going to prompt care, you probably should. Maybe go urgently, dear. Oh, I probably should say this for my new hobby is. Yeah. For those who caught it already, who caught Sisters the Hook last night, you already know. For those who didn't, you'll have to find out on Wednesday night. Oh, you just twist the knife. Just twist it. Evil Joe. Just villainy.
You're welcome.
Nah! Villain. I love you, Joe. I was gonna write villainy, but you're welcome. Ah! I will cover your. No, okay. Joe does this really good Kubrick stare, and it kind of looks like a more aggressive version of Tim Curry. It's terrifying. It gets me every time. Anyway, take care of yourself first, Dawn. You're not 100% on Wednesday. We will make it through still. Hey, Joe. I stood up on a Saturday and my knee did a gnarly pop. Something isn't right. I promise I behaved during. I do behave. Yeah, not touching that. I'm only the boss of y'all when I am running the game. I'm off the clock. Play, Ouch. No. Oh, I hope it's nothing serious. Yeah, we are hope. Please be careful, Dawn. And yes, I am. Back to work. Catch you all. Enjoy working. You have my condolences. Also, Dawn, I hope it wasn't sneak pops. Yeah. A lot of hypermobility gang over here. And good morning, everyone. I hope that all you had a great weekend. Hopefully the week ahead of you will be productive and good for all of you. I hope so. Yeah, see, that would be disgusting. That's why I couldn't take a drink, but I just needed the Altoid to clear my head. And Chris is here, so Dawn is squeeing, even if it's a bit muted. And Chris, have fun, Joey. Another hobby for you? That reminds me, I may have to be speaking with Joe in a few weeks. I don't know when things are going to settle down, but I may be getting a sideways acquisition that I will need Joe to look at and review. Yes, I need to get that is actually on my either today or tomorrow scheduling. It would have been done this weekend, but with Xander sick, I've not been together. Yeah, at a response. So not the green room. Indeed. Joey and Koepp. Okay. You want to see how fast my mind devolves into insanity? Joey and Koepp in the same sentence made me flash to the song That Little Coquette Katrina from Sleepy Hollow. But instead of, as she's flouncing around making people set up the picnics for her, instead of her head, I saw the badly photoshopped on Joe, like evil smile head as it's bouncing around. My head hurts. I am as well as I can during summer. Okay. Just be careful. I'm hyper protective of all of you. You know that. Passes her roll to bubble wrap. Yes. I know what the hobby is. He said he did, you finks. Well, I could go look it up later if I have to. I guess. Oh no, I have to watch Sisters of the Hook. That would be terrible to have to watch a rerun of Sisters of the Hook. Whatever would I do? And by the way, what is Sisters of the Hook? Oh wait. Alrighty then. We got bubble wrap. Thank you, bubble wrap. I want to make because it makes fun noises when I step on it. Oh yes. Off to find clues on the Sisters of Discord. Hypothetical churro is now what I'll call my several alter egos. Oh no, no! I'm gonna have Joe and not Joe and Indie CD Joe and churro and not churro and hypothetical churro. Y'all got the frustrated Wookiee noise out of me. Fun fact, I can't do that on purpose. That's one of those that only comes out when it wants to. I like to say grow out of it, Max, but I still do it. Yep. Hopefully never grow out of it. Yeah, have fun. Why would you want to grow out of something that doesn't hurt? Okay. My body's made out of melting soda cans. Maybe you should cuddle down on something. Have you had breakfast? Have you had your meds? It is an interesting mental image. My babies, you should feel honored. You deserve to be honored. Everything is healthy in moderation, especially moderation. Definitely including other human flesh made by the way. We're just now, wait, what? No. Churro behave. They don't know what you're doing. And watch what you say. Wow. Odd songs are coming to me. Thank you, Foxy. Yes, I'll call. You're encouraging her. Oh, I just see like Sarah and Churro and Foxy running amok. There are times when it's otherwise mischievous. Exactly. Wow. And thankfully, I only leave my house like twice a month, so I get to be mischievous all the time. If it helps, me too. Usually, I've been enjoying Trey's random crochet streams lately. It gives me something to listen to. That they are delightful. I physically can't stand being in my house for more than 2 days. Huh. Depends on the mood. I love being out and about. I shift. I mean, I was out a whole lot yesterday doing my great entertainment, which is the trifecta of Goodwills, and I found out about a new, new to me, thrift store in Lafayette. So one of them, I'm going to have to go track it down. I don't get to know any more since you didn't put the pieces together, Nick. Honestly, when I am lagging this far behind in the stream, that regrettably happens. That's perfect. Good news. My mom and I talked, and she's what I mean. I hope you can get the help that you need, and I mean that sincerely. Good job, Tara. I know how hard it can be to ask. And I was talking about Max telling me, oh, okay. We all needed chocolate. You've escaped all concept of labels in my mind. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to make a joke but it would be referencing something that you are not supposed to watch, so I won't make it. But it's just going to be Joe's pouring salt into that wound. He does that. Oh, thank you. Realizing you might need it. Yep. Per Joe's cryptic clues on this hobby, I didn't see purple. It can be scary, but yes. You are among your people. Hi, I take meds. I'm sure you do. And hey, Chris, you snuck in. Quite welcome. I'm going to run another ad. The show's probably going to run a bit late just because we can.
Dana just lost her waitressing job. TV star Joe was in a strange town doing a favor for a friend. Friendship sparks, but a snowstorm cools more than a town. The miles between them aren't the only challenge. And then there's that crazy ex-wife.
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. You're quite welcome. I try to help people not make the same mistakes I did. And watch for weird sound effects. Word sound effects. Yes, if you take meds and you find yourself making cartoon sound effects as you walk across the room for more than 4 hours. Anyway. Yeah, I've encountered similar situations. Well, perhaps you'll get a better evaluation at this point. And I don't want to, you know what, I am. Might be the right one for you. Try a different combo. Right now, nowadays, my responses go things freeze, but that's when I was on my meds, it was fight. Well, there's also a lot of overstimulation going on kind of across the board. I mean, especially for someone of your age, you've kind of been at peak personality building through some very unique historical times. Thank you, guys. I'll make sure that I get the right ones eventually. Good. Apparently someone's talking about my activities. Apparently someone was talking about my activities to another lady on this trip this weekend. I mentioned about my puzzle streams, and a lady turned around the shock faced and said, "You're the one that does that? I was told someone with us does puzzle streams." Talk about an ego stroke. Card given. Isn't that neat? I love that so much. I'm also excited because we're talking about, we're starting to plot out a Peoria run of some sort. And when we do, I get to see you and I get to see a certain overstocked toy store that I'm not sponsored by, but we'll promote for Nerf. And sorry, I had to skip to keep straight with that, but I'm making another Hot Pocket with mayonnaise. Hey, you're eating at a reasonable hour something fairly reasonable. That's behaving. And nice, Don, you're doing good. If you can't be famous, be infamous. Works for me. Glad you have means to get assistance, Don, and the strength to ask. Calvin's being a rear end, so might have to duck out. It happens. Thank you for playing my ad. Man, I didn't realize I sounded that creepy. It's a good ad, though. See you then. And thank you, Dawn. See you. You being a hemorrhoid? Yep. And now time for me to actually leave. Need to head out to town hall and to the park for lunch and learn. See you guys later. Yeah, Joe, you're awesome. Bye, Joe. Hope lunch was good today. Yep, knocking things off the desk. Stop digging under things and such. Probably wants lunch. See you, Joe. We stopped at a place that had a wall of loose leaf teas. Soul Restoration in Pekin, Illinois. I thought of some of us. Oh, message that fact to Trelena. She will probably thank you forever. Not exactly hungry, but food sounds tasty. Well, if you didn't have breakfast, you should anyway. And, yeah. I remember when we called my nephew that, and he asked what it meant when he told him pain in the butt. But he told everyone the rest of the day he was a hemorrhoid. Oh, jeez. I told him to go bother Daddy instead of me, Witzman dude. He was like, okay, that's adorable. Oh, had a breakfast an hour ago. Then, yeah, you're probably not hungry. I know some of you are, and it looks like I've caught up with the comments. It's been a delightful morning. I hear rummagings, so I'll probably run some ads and we'll wrap this up. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecity.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
I'm still here. It's just with the square format ads that I get sometimes, I have to blink out or it looks really weird. Okay, it sounds like you guys are having a really good arranged meeting in the chat, so we'll run a couple more ads.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
And she does have an update, so I need to run that.
Welcome, welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
And I absolutely love that. There are a lot of comments I'm kind of skipping just because they're conversational. So we've done that. We need this.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
All right, folks, and it isn't really a stream if I don't remind you guys to look up our good friend, the rock and roll art goddess herself, and just do it for you.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm rock and roll art goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right. We're all about arting. I just was laughing about Roughage Loaf. Max, I will give you this as a kind of skim for what I've been watching. Look into baking with Splenda. It's doable if I remember right. And that can help, especially if you have concerns about blood sugars. The other thing is, guys, yeah, it's busy. There's a lot going on, some good, some bad, some WTF. But what is always here is that we are in a place where we can make something better on some scale, even if it's just baking something for a friend, even if it's just getting together to make a day a little better. Remember, you have control over aspects of your life. Not everything, but they're aspects. And if you focus on taking the aspects you have control over and trying to make them as good as you can, things have a funny way of getting better. So have faith, let yourself succeed, and let yourself be happy. Okay, guys? Keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.